Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the third part of our 12-hour stream as we go live with some Call of Cthulhu, Call of the Chalet even, featuring SageOfPhilia. First of all, here are all of our links. There is a wall of text with all of our social information, all the places you can support us, all of our sponsor information, and all the rest of it. Please go and check it all out. No audio. I've seen a no audio in chat. I'm stopping immediately. Everyone, can you hear me? My readouts are saying you can hear me. There it is. Okay, good. Awesome. Can you hear the music and stuff? This is the worst thing about starting with new sound stuff. Just, you know, I'm now in perpetual, like, we can hear the music? Good. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone. Awesome. So we're going to go around, we're going to say hello to everyone. Thank you very much to our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm. You can see their logos up there. They alternate. Mage Hand Press is up at the second. For making the stream possible. They are our sponsors. So thank you to them. Please do check them out. Their links are also up in that wall of text. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with our keeper for the evening. Oh, hi, SageOfPhilia. Welcome.
Oh, hi. It's good to be here. Thank you. I'm Holly. I'm SageOfPhilia. I'm going to be taking care of you guys today. I forget what I'm supposed to say here because it's been 600 years since I've played.
That's just fine. Just who you are is fine. You don't have any characters to play. We'll come back to you shortly and you can have
I have tons of characters to play.
I've just realised a mistake I've made. I say realise, I've just had it pointed out. And, yeah. Apparently I'm naming you after a drink rather than your actual name. My bad. Let's correct that and go around the screen. We'll go clockwise. We'll go to Vera Says Dragons next. Oh, hi!
Hi! Hi! Oh wow, I just blanked on what I'm doing.
Who are you? Who are you playing today?
I'm Vera! I'm Vera from Vera Says Dragons. That's kind of it. I'm playing Adelaide Marquez, an alienist from New York City. I'm very excited to be back.
Do you know, I only learned what an alienist was the last time that we played Call of Cthulhu, and I've forgotten again.
I know. An alienist is a psychologist, because they used to consider mental idiosyncrasies, such as mental illnesses, as almost like aliens affecting the mind. So the mind that was different was considered an alien mind, so those who studied it were alienists.
Fantastic. So next... I
know too much.
No, it's wonderful. It's that beautiful kind of information that I think we're all just missing. Oh my god, what is wrong with my typing skills? Okay, while I correct this, Julie, oh hi, don't be sorry for my mess ups. Julie, hi, Jake Graveheart.
Hello, I'm Julie. I go by Jake Graveheart on just about every social media. I also play here on Wednesdays at The Late Show.
Don't call it that. That sounds naughty.
Yes, that's what it's called. I'm playing Adrian Lawrence, who is a tired librarian, ready for his vacation.
Thank you. Next around, we don't have Atomic Fireball. We don't have Atomic Firebolt. We have the wonderful Atomic Firebird, Britt. Oh, hi.
Although Atomic Fireball is not inaccurate because that little, the atomic fireball candy is the entire reason my screen name exists. So yeah, I'm Britt, and I am playing a very sort of anxious and uptight professor who's on this vacation and he's not really sure why.
Fantastic. Today I'm playing Julie Mitchell. Julie, it's her first time skiing. She won it in a competition. She's from Kent in England, so the accent is canon, if any of you know it. Yeah, she's just really excited to be going skiing for the first time. She's usually an engineer, so she's usually mucking in all the time. She's really excited to meet everyone.
All right.
Sage.
I'm excited to meet her too. Okay, so for those of you that haven't been privy to our messages, everyone here has received a winning ticket for an all-expenses-paid trip to the beautiful Captain Chalet in Montana, and our setting is about the early 40s. So each of you, coming from your respective places, hops a passenger train or plane or coach or whatever. You arrive at the base of a mountain and you see ski lifts going up, and all of you sort of arrive together, and there's an instructor there that says, "Welcome, you must be our lucky winners."
Yeah,
I suppose we must be.
wander up here with my overpacked suitcase that just has far too many sweaters and layers, but you know what? I'm Canadian, so I come prepared.
Well, the chalet is actually at the top of the mountain. We pride ourselves on being a touch different from everyone else. We think the altitude is very good for the breathing and good for the body. So if you would, you can go ahead and ride a lift right up the side of the mountain, and I will follow you up once I see everyone on their lifts. And he'll
Sounds wonderful.
He'll help you, each of you get onto the lifts. And
Theodore
you guys are on there.
is eyeing these lifts. When was the last time can I see your safety inspection log?
That's up at the lodge, actually.
Oh, now don't worry. Listen, there's no sound of squealing or engine noise or anything like that. They seem perfectly in order.
They are very in order. We take many people up here every day.
Oh, all right.
If anything happens, I will personally see to it
I have to ask,
that we get down safely.
what kind of lifts are these?
The enclosed
are-
kind? Sitting kind.
They're the sitting kind. They're big enough that you can put your suitcase, and they have a foot rest. They're not enclosed, but they have the seat and then the foot, and then kind of up a little bit. If anybody has ridden those really terrible amusement park rides that you slam into the other person next to you when they go around, it's like that.
I had a horrible moment where I thought that it might have been a bobble lift or something.
Oh my god.
No, they are open.
Alright.
Open-ish. So
So one, I guess, are these two or more people lifts?
2 people would fit if they packed sparingly. 1 person would fit if they have more than 1 suitcase.
Okay. I may need one by myself then.
The instructor will help you lift your suitcase on there.
Yeah. I packed.
Oh, sorry.
I packed reasonably but lightly. So.
They can
Yeah,
probably
I think-
sit with someone else. Yeah.
Theodore has a pretty small suitcase, but it makes a weird rattling noise.
The ski instructor definitely notices and kind of second glances at it, but doesn't say anything. It's not going to ask to rifle through your things or anything. Just sort of.
How long are we expecting to stay here for?
The trip is for a weekend. So it's going to be tonight, which is Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. And if you would like to stay longer, of course, you're welcome to.
Julie only has like a hand purse.
Perfect. So, whoever, let's see, Adrian's going by himself, and then, how are the rest of you pairing up?
Theodore nervously hems and haws basically until the last minute until somebody pushes him to get on. So
I'll loop my arm through Theodore's. Oh, hello,
Alright.
stranger.
So,
I'm alone.
the instructor will ride up with you.
Okay.
He's been waiting for you to come.
Okay.
So as you guys are going up the mountain, you can see pretty far off in the distance, there are other like lifts. There's only one in the line you're going up, but as you get closer to the top of the mountain, you can see other lifts going to other places. The instructor will tell you that they are the other courses and that you have met at the bottom of the intermediate course. There are trees kind of interspersed throughout the course, not too close together, obviously, but enough to make it interesting. And the instructor will also tell you that there's fencing pretty far out just to make sure that the wildlife stays at a distance. So we ride up and up and up, and if you're looking behind, you can see the chalet coming into the distance. It's 2 stories, log. It looks like a ski lodge. It looks very homey. It's pretty big. There's kind of a deck out front. There's a lake off to one side that's frozen, and then you see the other lifts are kind of coming in at angles to it. So I imagine Adrian would get there first and hop off.
The whole way up, Julie has been just speaking at Theodore. Like, is it your first time skiing? It's my first time skiing. I think it's supposed to be really, really fun. Oh wow! Do you see that run down there? Do you see the kinks in the way it like comes round so quick? It's gonna be so much fun.
And Theodore initially tried to get a word in edgewise, failed, and then just clutched his hat to his chest and hoped that he did not die.
Honey.
So you get to the top. Theodore, Adrian gets off, and there are some more people there to help you. They don't really speak to you. They just, smile and help you take your things off. And they seem to be not dressed to go skiing. Probably more indoorsy type helpers, employees.
Does it look like it can host a lot of people like overnight?
You're not sure because you're not really sure just from the outside, like if there's rooms in all of it, if like downstairs is something different, if they have like shops or something there. So, but it does look pretty big. Not like Great Wolf Lodge, like huge, but it's pretty big. The others help off the rest of you. And you see that standing outside of the front doors, there is somewhere between middle-aged and elderly couple standing there. They're probably 50s, maybe early 60s, but probably 50s. And the people helping you with your luggage or showing you the way say, "Thank you for joining us. These are our hosts, Mr. and Mrs. Apton." And the two walk down off the stairs, and the man looks like he's in good health, like one of those like hot grandpas, like he works out. He keeps fit somehow. He's definitely not frail. The woman seems to be a bit more. She doesn't look like a granny, but she looks more like of the elegant sort. And the man extends his hand and says, "Hello, I'm Alden," to whoever's standing up front.
I'll be here. Very, very nice to meet you, sir. I'm Adrian Lawrence. Very much looking forward to staying at your lodge. Heard so many good things.
Oh, we're very excited to have you staying here. We recently, well, I guess somewhat recently acquired it, and it's been such a blessing, hasn't it, dear? Oh yes, it's just been such a blessing. We bought it from the previous owners. They were retiring. Can you imagine that, retiring? Some people, I guess it's a life for some people, but definitely not for me and my Elvira. Oh, definitely not for us. Not for us at all. Would you like a tour before we set you up in your rooms, or would you like to go and freshen up a bit?
Personally, I'd love a tour.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and he motions to one of the employees. Could you take these up to their rooms, please? And they offer to take the things he brought. They kind of glance at Julie, not sure whether the handbag is going or
I pass
staying.
him the hand purse. Oh, thank goodness! I thought I'd have to carry it around all over.
Of course not, ma'am. You can leave anything with us. We'll take good care of it for you.
Why, thank you.
And they bustle off inside.
Theodore looks for a moment like he wants to object, like he does want to go freshen up, but doesn't want to, not go with the crowd, so resigns himself to the tour.
Right. Well, here, as you see, is the beautiful deck. There's a second deck out back, which we'll get to. Over here, he gestures to the lake, and he says, "We found this naturally occurring on the property and decided to keep it. Some people like ice fishing, so sorry if you guys can hear my cat. She's really loud. Some people enjoy ice fishing, so we keep it open. Ice skating is also a possibility here. You've been up our intermediate slope. We also have an advanced course and a beginner's course. Come inside.
Do you have any hiking trails?
You can hike out back, but we're still perfecting the fence.
Understood.
Every so often, a moose or something will get in, and
Will we get to see one? Will we get to see a moose?
I hope not, but maybe.
I've heard that they're quite formidable.
I've never seen a moose. It's my first time in the States.
They're
From a distance.
from a distance. They're quite majestic, and up close, they are quite terrifying. Honey, and he grabs Elvira. Do you care to show them the tour of the inside? I have to get on the cooks. You know how it is around this time. And she kind of knowingly nods and says, "If you could please come with me, I'll show you the rest of it." They open up the doors, and you see a lobby. There are 2 fountains on either side of the door. There's a receptionist desk, and there's another smiling face behind that says, "Welcome to the lodge." Elvira gives a little hand wave. "If you would follow me, please." And she goes off to the left, and she opens another set of doors, and it looks like it's a shop. She says, "This is where we have all of our ski rentals, our jackets, coats, goggles, that sort of thing, if you didn't come prepared." She shares a look with Julie. We do have a stockroom in the back. That is also where we do some of our laundering. And you can see over here, she points to the other side of the store, and you can see a door that leads out to more of our wonderful runs, the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And if you'll follow me back up this way, and she takes you back across the lobby, and there's another shop on the other side, and it has like fishing gear, hiking boots, ice skates, that sort of thing. This will be your rentals for pretty much anything else you can need while you're here. We also sell some, Tylenol, that sort of thing, if you need it. And then she'll take you back.
Tylenol, what's that?
It's a medicine for
Painkiller, mostly.
Oh,
problems
okay.
that you might have.
Like paracetamol?
I'm sure I don't know what that is.
Oh dear.
I personally believe in a very holistic approach to health.
Oh.
I've never taken any medicine.
Never?
Well, not that I can remember.
I mean, well, medicine is essentially, just everything is chemicals, and medicine is really just chemicals that have been confirmed by a health... Okay, no, this is fine. Rentals, yay.
Adelaide looks like noticeably perturbed by the fact that this woman has apparently never taken any medicine in her life ever.
Adrian looks impressed.
And when Julie starts talking, she shoots her this look of, oh, thank God, someone who actually thinks. Oh, phew. But, yeah.
Theodore hasn't been paying any attention to this because as he has no intention of skiing or doing any outdoor activities at all whatsoever, he has just started daydreaming.
She leads you back out, and there's sort of like a wall behind the receptionist desk, but there's like a passageway on either side. So she leads you back or behind the wall, and she indicates some closed doors and says, "This is the dining room. It is open for you every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are currently preparing it for dinner for you as well as the rest of the guests we have here. If you notice that," and she points to a door off to the side, "that is a separate room. That's actually a swimming pool for those of you that would like to indulge in that sort of thing. I personally think it's a bit too cold to be swimming, but some people enjoy the indoors, even if the great outdoors beckon right beyond their doorstep." And she takes you back around, kind of behind the ski rental shop. "And this is our sitting room. It looks super cozy. There's like 3 fireplaces, a bunch of like cushy couches, like some books in like bookshelves and stuff on the wall. And everything's like, looks like this like handcrafted sturdy wood, Whenever someone comes in from skiing or going outside, whichever, this is the perfect place to unwind and warm up next to a fire, maybe curl up with a book. I think I heard that some of you are coming from academia."
Yes, actually. I'm an alienist from New York City. So, lots of academia.
That's very nice.
I'm the only female engineer in Portsmouth Docks.
Oh, well, congratulations. Quite a far way we've gone, huh?
How remarkable.
Thank you.
And you two, what do you gentlemen do?
Oh, I went to college and never really left. I attend the library there at Ottawa, and I'm glad to have a break. Students are very busy this time of year, and
I understand the young hooligans that come here sometimes. They're always the ones that leave the biggest mess behind. I can only imagine being with them all the time. And you, sir?
Oh. Yes, what?
What do you do for a living? Just making conversation.
Sorry. I'm a university professor.
Oh. Do you work together then?
No, different parts of the world, I believe. I'm in Ottawa, in Ontario.
Oh, yes. No, we don't work together then.
What do you teach?
Well, it's not, it's sort of, it's psychology.
Oh, so related to what I do then. Alienism is the study of the mind.
Alienism, that's what you do. Yes, that's interesting, yes.
Yes.
Because Theodore had not paying attention to it.
Yeah. Perhaps we could compare notes at some point during our stay.
I'm quite sure. Yes.
I'd be delighted.
That sounds like a very fun time. You all seem quite young. Pardon me. I know that I'm not a spring chicken myself, but quite young to be achieving such things. Is this the new pacing of the world?
It would seem so.
How old are you, folks? I hope that's not. I know you're not supposed to ask a lady that.
It's okay. Working in engineering, I've got used to living in a man's world. 23. Young to it.
Oh, so young.
26.
Time of your life.
In my early 30s myself. But
It's a good, solid, responsible age.
The same. I'm 31.
Oh no,
How
I'm the
strange.
baby of the group. What a shame.
Oh,
Nothing shameful about it. Look at what you've accomplished already.
indeed.
She's glowing.
like I said, so young. Well, without further ado, I can take you up to your rooms. If you'll follow me, there's a staircase next to the sitting room, and she'll take you upstairs. She does not move like that. She is much more refined than I am. So you walk upstairs, and you can see that there's a kind of like a center column of rows and of rooms rather, and then two hallways kind of splitting off the side. These first four up here will be your rooms. I believe boys, you're on this side, and ladies on that side. I believe Theodore, I think you're the first one there. There should be a name card on the front to welcome you. If you would like to take care of anything before dinner, that should be here in the next 20 minutes or so. And we're excited to see you.
All right. Thank you so much for the tour. Very much
Of
appreciated.
course, anything you need, we are here to get for you. She'll leave you there.
She seems nice.
Oh my god, can you believe that she doesn't believe in
Excellent.
medicine and only believes in holistic stuff? Can you actually believe that?
I can't. I'm very concerned. I have a lot of concerns about this entire situation from that single statement alone.
Medicine is... It's the same thing. It's just proved.
It's just refined. That's all it is.
Sorry.
I'm just happy to take it when I need it.
I don't think you should take it if you don't need it, but never taking it.
It's
Mm.
rather remarkable.
Yes, very.
I don't think it'll be relevant for this holiday, but I am actually allergic to most painkillers, so if anything happens, don't give me any. That'd be appreciated.
Absolutely. That's
Oh,
a
Julie.
dangerous allergy. Julie.
Just painful.
I'm Adelaide. It's nice to meet you.
Theodore, having missed the entire conversation that spurred that whole thing, is just sort of nodding when he thinks he needs to.
Addie looks him dead in the eye. You have no idea what we're talking about, do you?
It's all right, fella. I'll clap him on the shoulder. I am going to get changed into something more comfortable and head off into my room.
Okay. So when you go into your room, there's a 4-poster bed. It does not have any curtains or canopy or anything, but it has the big, tall posts. It looks to be about queenish size. There is a side table next to the bed, and at the foot of the bed, there is a full-length standing mirror. There's also a small bathroom attached. It's nothing real fancy. But
Are there windows? Is there a view?
you are in the center rows, so there are no windows. But if you listen not at all carefully, you can hear other doors opening and closing. There is your things are also next to the bed on the other
I was
side.
just about to ask that if
Yeah. Yep.
Well, if we're all finished unpacking, Julie hasn't even made an attempt. Why don't we head down to the bar and have some drinks?
I could be amenable to such a thing.
I think I'll join you in a bit. And Theodore will just sort of scurry into his room and shut the door quietly.
Adelaide has nothing to really change. She doesn't feel a need to, so she'll just kind of offer Julie her arm.
Thank you.
Of course. To the bar.
Okay,
Indeed.
so you guys can go downstairs, and there is a bar, like right between, kind of like on the edge of the sitting room, right where it would lead into the dining room, and there is a young man standing behind the bar, all smiles, and he says, "Hello, what can I get for you?"
What do you drink, Addie?
Rosé, usually. You?
Yes, that. Yes.
Rosé. Excellent. Did Adrian come down as well?
I think he'll catch up. I think he's found a different sweater or something. Something like knit and comfy, or cardigan style, than like, he wasn't sure what to expect coming in, like what level of fancy. So it's like, okay, we bring the nice sweaters, and we bring the like, moderate family party sweaters.
The dress sweaters and the family sweaters.
So
Did he bring the ratty sweaters just in case this place was a dump?
those are the best layers. So yes. Anyway, but yeah, no, he's coming in with like a, I don't know, some kind of like a green cardigan kind of thing. And if they have vermouth.
The bartender, who's as Adrian comes down, is mid pour of rosé and sliding it across. Vermouth, yes, we have that. And goes and gets some vermouth, and just vermouth then.
Indeed, on the rocks, please.
Adds ice. You know this is locally sourced ice. Ha 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 ha.
I would never have known. That's easy to do up here.
White.
Is it from your lake?
No, there's a spring nearby.
Ah. Gonna take a sip of my rosé.
It tastes like rosé.
We'll wander over to a comfy chair and
Julie
stare out at the windows.
Julie takes a sip of the rosé.
Not your
Yellow,
taste,
right?
is it?
I honestly, I usually drink lager.
Then
We
honey,
have
get
lager.
lager.
Can I grab 2 pints, please?
Yes. And he
I'm
like
just gonna take her glass of rosé.
We're already
Starts-
both dual wielding. Great.
Did you want them short,
Did I want them? Sorry.
short or tall?
In a pint glass.
In a pint glass. Do you like a lot of head or not?
No. Do you mean like a lemonade top? No, just a healthy amount of head. Just take the foam off the top.
Okay.
That's all.
Finishes with the first one.
If you could clean
Makes
up,
the second
clean it up
one.
just a little bit, though. I don't like it when it's dribbling all over my hands.
Of course. Wipes down the glasses.
Thank you.
Those are good for you, right, ma'am?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Packet of crisps? Crisps.
Packet of crisps.
You'd call them something else over here, right? You know.
Chips, yes?
Yes, like, Walkers.
I'm sorry, you will have to wait until dinner.
Oh,
Or you could visit our convenience shop located right next to the entrance.
okay. No, that's fine.
Please enjoy your beer.
Addie's just gonna take another long sip of rosé because this is weird.
If I could catch Adelaide's eye, I would be like,
she looks at you, Adrian, and there's just this look of what the fuck.
He will keep casting between people who are like standing near. You said Theodore was going to look outside, or Adrian was
so Theodore.
outside sitting down
okay.
down there somewhere.
Gotcha.
Right from Theodore.
What is Theodore doing this whole time? Are you still on mute?
So Theodore went into his room, and if it's the same as the other room description, he's going to take a moment and just straighten everything in the full length mirror, breathe deeply a few times, and then go downstairs.
You do so. When you go downstairs, you can see the rest of them are sort of, I believe, Adelaide is kind of staring at the bartender while taking rather long draws from the rosé glass, and Julie is there too, and Adrian is kind of looking out the window in the sitting room.
I'm not sure what's going on with my. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Addie's gonna look outside as well, look to the snow.
So looking out from the sitting room, you can see kind of an expanse of, well, first off, you can see the back deck. There are two what appear to be hot tubs out there, and some like cushy sitting chairs. And then beyond that, there's a large expanse of white. And further on, you can see trees. It's starting to get a little dark. It is getting a little late.
Okay.
You do not see any moosin. No wild pack of moose.
No moose. Oh.
Scale of 1 to 10, how gorgeous is the sky?
It is pretty gorgeous in that cold, quiet, powerful kind of way. There's nothing too extravagantly colorful, but you can tell that like it's getting that hazy kind of periwinkle going on that's fading. And you think that probably in like 2 hours or so, there's just going to be stars everywhere.
Addie's looking forward to that.
After a couple minutes, the door to the dining room opens and your hosts come out and say, "Dinner is served. Please join us. We would love to announce all of you as our lucky winners to the rest of the guests."
Theodore's gonna gulp and go over to the bartender and ask if it's too late to order a drink.
Of course not. What can I get for you?
Can you do an amaretto sour?
An amaretto sour. Yes. Which garnishes would you like?
I think I just want the whole lemon chunk just right in there.
Okay. Here.
Oh, thank you.
I hope it's good.
Yes.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't think so. Thank you.
I'm gonna give him back my 2 empty wine glasses.
Thank you. Any other empty glasses you can leave on your table. I will get them back.
Julie is so
Understood.
relieved because she left both pint glasses on the table.
Addie's gonna go back to Julia because that's who she came down here with. So,
are you guys going to go to dinner, or are you gonna hang out for a bit?
I'll just hang out long enough to say to Addie, don't you think that all the locals are just a little bit weird?
oh, there is definitely something off here, but everyone is very happy, and generally in my field, when everyone is this happy, something is not entirely correct. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
Perhaps just keep an eye around yourself and keep an ear open. And Adiel offered Julie her arm again.
I'll gladly take it.
Gal pals.
Sure. I'm going to die now. Goodbye.
Oh god.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
you're absolutely fine. Y'all go through the door, and there are several like long tables and a very small table kind of up at the head, and Elvira will lead you up towards that table. Oh, just follow me. It's right up here. It's all right. And there are other people filtering in and sitting down at the tables. They don't all look hyper cheerful. They're all dressed in various like normal clothes. And she stands up and she tings a glass and says, Yes. Thank you for joining us for dinner. We are happy to announce the winners of this month's raffle for free weekend here at Afton Lodge. First off, we have Julie, who's quite the young firecracker.
Hello. Oh, hello.
And then we have Adelaide, also quite the young lady. And over here is Theodore. He's quite a sharp guy. And last but not least is Adrian, also quite an astute young man. They are all actually in academia, which is very surprising. The other patrons are kind of like looking at you guys like, I'm hungry. Can this go a little faster? While she's just prattling on. And we're just so pleased to have such young professionals here staying at our lodge. And I, for one, am so happy that some of these young ladies have become so successful at a time like this. And Alden kind of like gives her the hurry up too and is like, dear, the people are hungry. Oh, yes, of course. Well, you can sit wherever you would like at one of the long tables, and dinner is served. The waiters come out from the kitchen, and if you all can make your first roll, let's make a spot hidden check.
Oh no. This is gonna go so bad.
Rolling. We have to do that in this game?
Where?
Yikes. Okay.
There it is. Do you click the green button or the black button? I don't remember.
The green button. The black button does a weird thing.
Great.
Now I want to click the black ones.
We're find it. Gosh. Green.
Okay.
Well.
Well, so the waiters come out,
Also, just
and
very
the
quickly,
doors.
thank you very much, Wily Hobbit for the resub, and Wild Engineer for the resub. Thank you both. Sorry I didn't say thank you earlier. Please let us know if you want to give anyone a reroll. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry.
The doors close behind the servers, and let's see. Theodore, you rolled a success. Small success. You notice that one of the waiters who opened the door locks it behind the other waiters. They go to the tables and they offer plates of bowls of salad and plates of bread to start off, and they're all very super cheerful. Would you like some bread, ma'am? Oh, sir, you must try the salad. And they just sort of like set them. You guys have cutlery in front of you. They have serving spoons and stuff.
Do they seat us all together?
They let you sit where you want, but there's clearly like a big blank space at one of the tables for you. You could like squeeze in next to somebody else if you don't want to sit in that space. and it's like right up front, kind of by the small table where the Aptons are.
Adelaide will, Julie will stay gripped onto Adelaide and will want to sit next to her.
Okay. Adelaide is actually going to stick with the two guys because they're the only two that seem normal in a normal way.
I'm gonna say, am I seeming normal? Because then I'm...
Okay, look, your type of weird is better than this type of weird.
Valid, to be fair. Also, thank you very much, Wild Engineer, who donates so that instead of just gifting one reroll with their sub, they can gift a reroll to everyone. So thank you very much for that. Everyone now has one reroll except for me, who has 2, thanks to Wily Hobbit.
Thank you.
I
So-
go for the open space.
Okay.
And yeah, if everyone follows.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's some people sitting a ways down from you, but they seem to be pretty focused on eating. The Aptons up at the front table, they're probably a good like 10-15 feet away from y'all, and they are also like portioning out salad for themselves and portioning out some bread.
I
Have you
feel like
seen-
my appetite has been killed.
Bit. It's
Theodore, you look like you're trying to say something, but the words keep getting caught right here.
You know, it's a lot of people.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I think this place is good. I mean, and they definitely, you know, care about security. They locked the door and everything.
They locked the door.
Yeah, I saw one of the waiters lock the door. You know, that's good. I've heard that sometimes, you know, fancy establishments can get, you know, invaded by ruffians through the kitchens. So I read it in a newspaper article a couple years back.
There's ruffians
deal.
in the kitchen?
In Boston. I don't know about you know here, because you know there's you have to take a lift to get all the way up to the mountain if you want to do, cause a ruckus. But you know in Boston sometimes there's a lot of struggle with that sort of thing. And
got the moves.
Sounds exciting.
oh no,
In New York City, there's often a lot of rough sorts, and then there are the sorts that give me work.
The couple of people sitting next closest to you, are you guys trying to be like whispering about things, or are you being like just talking lightly?
I think Theodore was just talking lightly because it did not occur to him that was a weird thing for locking. So just talking lightly, not like wah, but
Yeah. There's 2 men sitting like the next seat down from you, and one of them turns over and says, "Did you say Boston?"
Why, yes. Well, I don't live in Boston. I live across the river. Cambridge is a completely different city. The Bostonians will get very upset if you say that Cambridge is the same city, but really they're only disconnected by just a river. So really they're basically the same city. So yes, sort of, but no.
I used to be from Boston, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Boston or Cambridge, Boston?
Boston.
Yes, so you would probably be, yes, so Boston.
Have you lived there your whole life?
Oh, no, I've been there about 11, undergrad, and then there's about 9 years.
What's it like now?
Cold?
How long has it been since you've been there?
Yes, a while. He kind of like furtively glances around and says, "I left a long time ago."
Sounds like a story.
No. And he starts eating his salad. And if you would like to roll a psychology check, you may.
Yes.
All of us, or just Emily?
Anyone who would be interested too.
Oh, come on!
Uh-huh. Oh no, where's my number?
The one thing!
How old does this fellow look who is talking about having not been there in a while?
Probably like mid-30s. What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
Did you hit the black one?
He hit the black one.
Billy Rebel. So for those of
Chat
you
is
paying
pointing
attention-
out that we do have re-rolls as well, if anyone would like to re-roll your one thing that you're good at.
I don't know how the rolls work.
See, I didn't roll on purpose because I'm good at psychology, but also Theodore doesn't think this is weird.
So, the thing
I
with the
want
rolls
to.
is, you try and roll below your score, so the higher your score is in something,
Okay,
it's on a D100.
gotcha.
So if you've got
Gotcha.
75 in something, you've got a 75% chance of getting a success. And
I definitely did something wrong with my stats then.
and the numbers after that show if you get a hard success or an extreme success.
Okay. I'm gonna save my reroll for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy probably just doesn't want to talk about why he left. Just doesn't seem like something he really wants to talk about. His buddy who's sitting across, the guy who's sitting across from him is just like glare staring at him the whole time he's talking. After a moment, the waiter who's been standing by the door, Theodore, to look, unlocks the door to the kitchen, and more waiters come out, and they come out with more like entree dishes. There's some seafood, some chicken, some sort of probably steak, maybe pork chop, not really sure, just like meat that they'll offer to you.
Suspicion.
Mystery.
Meat chunk. The fish is definitely, you can tell it's fish.
Okay.
And the rest of it, you can make some assumptions, or you can ask as they offer it. Would you like some?
Go for
You
chicken
know?
myself.
I think Theodore will go for the fish because he finds it very amusing to himself. It's like a little joke to eat fish, when he's not on the coast. So this is just funny.
They have like tongs and they dole out. We have 2 orders of fish.
I'll do the fish as well.
A fish as well.
Yes.
A yes?
Sorry.
Is that a fish?
Either, really.
Either.
Mm.
Would you like the fish?
Yes, sure, fish. Thank you.
Okay. Did you know that all of our fish just locally caught in the pond outside?
Oh, poor fish.
Exciting.
They're mountain
what
fish.
kind?
They're mountain fish! All my head went to is a fish that headbutts like a mountain goat.
That is exactly what they look. No, I'm just kidding.
Your face when you say these things in that tone of voice.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I am crying.
Okay. Mountain fish.
Yes. They are actually trout. Or as the cooks say, trouten fish.
Are they German?
No. See, if you take
Oh.
the word trout and you put it with mountain, you have trouten fish.
If they're German, can I actually go for the meat instead? That'd be great.
Which meat would you like? We have chicken or pork.
I mean, chicken's good everywhere, right? Chicken?
Chicken. Excuse me. We have an order for chicken. Chicken? Here is your chicken.
Thank you.
Thank you. And they move on to serve the other people, and then the waiter unlocks the door, lets them back into the kitchen, and locks the door again.
The people here are so weird. I can't wait until we get on the slopes tomorrow.
I agree. I entirely agree.
You're going to ski? All of you? Are you gonna try that?
I was going to attempt it.
Have you before?
No.
No,
Well, good luck.
you're not going to?
Oh, goodness, no.
Oh, you should. You should come with us.
perhaps-
I think I'll stay inside.
It's my first time too. We can learn together.
Theodore is now weighing the fact that the lady has just specifically asked him and statistics of ski injuries. I will consider it strongly.
I'm sure if you're worried about being hurt, so long as you wear a helmet, you'll probably be fine.
Though they have helmets.
Do you think we'll need one?
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
didn't
we
see
would.
anyone wearing a helmet
I
on the
would
way
s-
up.
I would say it's a safer bet, particularly if you hit a bad patch of ice.
Oh, we'll avoid the ice and just stick to the snow.
Sometimes you can't see it.
Really?
I wonder what the ratio of head injuries to just, outright, limb broken bones is in general. I didn't do all the reading before I got here.
I think mechanically
Depends.
the chance of death would be higher. Sorry, I spoke over you.
It depends how fast you're going, really. I mean, as long as you're sticking to the smaller hills out that way, I think should be fine. Don't be like me and go down a black diamond when you are 13.
Are you an accomplished skier, Adrian?
No, not at all.
But you said
In fact, I haven't been since then.
And
So,
yet you entered this competition.
This sort of just a colleague entered me without me really knowing.
So
But
did
I'm willing to try again. It's turn a new leaf. I mean, not that there's many leaves out, but yes.
colleagues, right? They said, Theodore, you need to get out of here and loosen up. Yes.
I mean, I appreciate it. I very much am happy to not be at the school during, well, it's not quite final season, but
Close enough, I imagine.
it's been.
Are y'all
interest-
eating while you're talking? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Eating away.
There, yeah.
Yes.
Picking at it.
Been
It tastes
real
fine.
interesting.
It tastes
since
fine?
all
Okay,
the-
still picking at it. Appetite is weird.
It's been real interesting since all the men returned, though. The work dynamic. It was much easier when it was mostly women running the factory. When.
Yes. I would imagine it would have been much easier then. No offense.
Two?
The two men.
Oh.
I don't think. I mean, you're academics. I'm talking about operators.
True. So what specifically do you do, Julie? Engineering. I
Um,
know, but
Well, mostly I've been helping turn the factories back from munitions factories back into, regular peacetime factories, pots, pans, that sort of thing.
oh,
Refurbishing all the machines to go back to their old purposes.
fascinating. I don't know much about machines.
Oh, I know lots.
I can tell. The human brain, I could tell you much about the way the mind works, but machines, no.
It's weird. Like, a lot of machines work on, simple logic. Like, if this is true, then you do this. So, air pressure, if this thing's closed, then this one will be open. The staff here are a lot like that. They seem very stuttery.
Yes, they do seem It's almost like their minds are on a one-track path. And then if that path is interrupted in a way they don't expect, like how when you said either, they don't know what to do.
Yes, exactly.
It's like the cognitive function is impaired. Do you agree, Theodore?
Well, I mean, yes, but I often also get overwhelmed if someone does something unexpectedly. So I understand.
I can tell, dear.
Julie is fighting the urge to take a chip off of Theodore's plate.
Addie steals one for her.
The man who was scowling at his friend before stands up and walks up to the front table and says something very low to the Mr. and Mrs. If y'all could roll me a listen check.
Oh God!
So
I'm
far,
very interested.
we are not playing to my strengths.
Yeah, nope.
Nope!
The good old Call of Cthulhu red.
Guys, we have terrible stats for this, apparently.
Field of red. So you don't hear what he says. But he says something, he shakes his head, and then he nods a little bit, and then he goes and sits back down where he was. You can see the Mr. Apton goes back to his meal, seems unperturbed. The Mrs. Elvira is shrewdly looking at you with a bit of a smile on her face.
You know, I've also kind of heard that I've seen this a bit myself, when people are really scared into their customer service, this can be the result, but it is weird.
I think perhaps we should moderate how and when we talk at this point.
But look, she's smiling at us.
That is not a good smile.
Wave.
Addie just has this expression.
So Julie and Theodore both wave.
She waves back and kind of like looks pointedly at her husband and looks pointedly back, and he just sort of like, and they seem to be almost done with their course, and on cue, unlocking the doors, waitstaff locking the doors, offering desserts this time. You have an option today. We have chocolate forest cake or carrot cake.
Let's go thematic. Forest for forest.
Forest. I like it. Here you go.
Thank you.
I've always found that chocolate is just a bit too rich. So I think the carrot cake sounds perfect.
The carrot cake is perfect. Here you go.
Do you know, I actually really don't fancy either. Could I just have some ice cream?
Ice cream. I can check.
I'd like the black forest cake, if you don't mind.
Forest cake. I will check on that ice cream for you. And she goes and stands at the door and waits. And waits. And when the rest of the waitstaff is done, she goes into the kitchen after saying a word to the keymaster, and then she bustles back out with a very small bowl of vanilla ice cream. This is all we had. Is this okay?
Well, that's perfect, thank you. See, maybe they are just regular strange customer service people. Thank you.
I am happy you are pleased. And she bustles off. Everybody roll another spot hidden check. Giving you guys a second chance.
That's fine. I am real good at spot hidden.
Oh
Oh
my God!
You know
Y'all.
what? No. I'm using my reroll already, just because spot hidden. my thing.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay.
I do a lot of crossword puzzles, okay?
So you having already seen that there's something weird with the locks going on, as this woman is the only one going back into the kitchen this time, you're watching and you see briefly into the kitchen and all of the cooks have like chokers on, like necklaces, and they're all staring out the doors as they close and are locked again.
Okay.
Makes a weird face, shrugs, and continues eating.
Isn't this just wonderful?
Wonderful?
Ice cream. Would you like some?
Sure.
Can't say yes and not eat the ice cream. Come on.
I'm working on it. I was trying to figure out which direction to go, but no matter what I do, I'm going to do wrong. So
I went the
you know
wrong
what? We're just going to...
After a while, some of the people around you, take their napkins up, and set them on their plates, and start filtering out. The guy who had spoken to you before kind of like casts a worried glance at you, and then back across the table at his friend, and gets up and leaves. And his friend also gets up to leave shortly after him.
Question, were the other people there, the other guests, like talking amongst themselves at all?
A little, but it was pretty low and quiet, and the few things you could catch were basically like, so cold day today. Yep, pretty cold. So, how's that knee doing? Yeah, it's okay. Just very light, bland. They're not super excited to talk to one another, but they're also not really saying anything of substance.
Also, thank you very much, Wild Engineer, who donates again to give a reroll to the Keeper and Theodore. And also, thank you very much. Thank you very much. There was something else I was thanking about. Oh, we've hit 10 retweets, which means some minor magical thing could occur, Keeper, if you would like to factor that in.
Some minor magical thing.
Whether you'd like to make it random or you have something planned, that's entirely up to you.
I think I'm going to make it a nice magical thing, and I think it's going to come very soon.
We get fireworks. I love a good show.
So, the host and hostess are still, they seem to be finished, but they're still sitting there at the front table, just sort of watching everybody.
Are they close enough to us where if you kind of like lean over and talk, it's not rude, or do you have to like holler?
They're like 15 feet away. Like they could hear you if you like addressed them, but they are also like if you're just talking low, they're over the other people. They're probably not going to hear you very well.
How is gracious hosts? How late do the fires stay going in that really nice lounge room?
Oh well, how late were you planning on being up? We do have a couple maids that we could have tend the fire for you.
Well, do the rest of you are planning on going to bed immediately, or?
Oh no, I was hoping to just catch up on some writing actually, but it would do to be in a comfortable lounge like that if you want company.
Is there anything around where we can, I'm used to partying a little?
Well, the bar is out there, and if you're interested in books, there are books there as well, if that's your type of party. Hot tub as well. We have 2 of them out on the back deck.
Eyes wide, looks at everyone else.
Eyes wide, looks in fear.
Interprets that as excitement.
as a side note, I just found out what was wrong with all my stats. I fixed them.
Oh. Yay.
Oh yeah, I screwed up big time.
Did you make?
Yeah, my psychology was supposed to be a 75.
Ah.
I had it at 10.
Ooh.
We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
Well, then it sounds like none of the rest of you want to make use of the fire. So, no, that'll be quite all right then. Thank you. I'll go to the other social spaces.
Of course, if you are drinking on the deck, just be careful.
We can
Careful of
drink
what?
on the deck.
Of what?
Well, hot tubs, alcohol.
Ah.
Oh, that is true. You could dehydrate very quickly.
Exactly.
Or drown.
Yeah.
Or drown. Or drown. Or drown.
Of course, you're welcome to take.
Theodore,
what
we
you'd
wouldn't let you drown.
Julie starts eating ice cream quicker. Oh, brain freeze! Brain freeze! Brain freeze!
Sweet. Put your thumb on the roof of your mouth,
Why?
Julie. It'll get rid of the brain freeze.
Really?
Yes. I need to leave.
Does that work? I mean,
It does. It does work.
oh, awesome!
It's a thing.
Side note for those of you watching at home: also rubbing your tongue on the roof of your mouth helps.
I didn't know that either. I knew a kid that once went home for having a brain freeze from school.
Are you sure there's something in there to freeze?
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
That was so cold it burnt.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, they'll just keep sitting up there watching you get brain freeze.
Well, as soon as I finish the ice cream, I'm like, okay, so who wants to go to the hot tub?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Well, I'm quite sure they're probably, male, female hot tubs. I'm sure, right?
Have
We
you not
don't
been swimming?
monitor.
If you're not
I'm gonna
comfortable,
look and see how Adrian's reacting here. It's like,
he's just like, he's like, what's the problem, man? I mean, you're not going in naked.
I don't know, like what happens
I
in the
mean,
hot tub stays in the hot tub.
I'm not, but
the bar is still open, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It will be closing in about an hour and a half.
Theodore's just inside his head, just like, I need more alcohol for this. Yes.
Is there a lights out kind of time? We should watch out for?
We prefer to lock the doors sometime between 10 and 10:30. It's around 8 now. Just, to make sure that nothing gets in. We had a problem when we first got the place with raccoons. Not a good time.
Yes, the brothers.
Yeah, those little grabby hands.
Yeah. They stick around. They're smart.
All right, then. I think that would be agreeable. I suppose we'll all probably need to go get changed into our bathing gear.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't bring any.
Are there any in the shop?
Yes.
Julie,
In
why
the-
don't you and I go and pick one out for you? We can each pick one out.
I mean, I'm wearing a long top. That'll probably be fine. I don't mind it getting a little wet.
Sweetheart, how about we go pick out some bathing suits?
You're just staring at like amazed, a little like, who are you?
Yeah.
Even Addie at this point is like, oh god, honey.
Like,
Elvira looks super psyched about your reaction to it. She is just like so pleased listening to you talk about going into the hot tub in a long top.
Creepy!
I don't get it.
But if you do need to purchase some, not our ski shop, but our other convenience store does have some bathing suits.
Well, let's do that then.
Of course. Would you like it added to your tab for the all expenses paid trip?
That would be lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course, for our special guests.
I've never really been on an all expenses paid trip, so I don't really know what exactly qualifies. Do you know what qualifies?
Whatever you can get away with.
Oh. Oh.
You're a devious one, aren't you, Julie?
I've never had that said.
I think there might be a spark of it in you, and I'm a little eager to see where that might lead. Don't look at me like
that. Theodore's gonna go off to change.
So is Addie.
Just can't handle this conversation anymore. Just hurrying off.
Is Julie also getting a bathing suit,
Julie's
or
gonna
is Julie?
Go into the shop and buy 6 bathing suits and put them all on her tab.
The shopkeeper seems pretty normal. Not normal for here, but actual normal, and will. Oh yes, one of the winners, right?
Yes, that's me.
Yes. Whatever you'd like.
Great. I want the black one, the blue one, the navy one, the white one, the pink one, and the purple one. Also, I'll take... Oh, I've never seen this candy before. What do you even call that?
Runts.
Great, I'll take 10 of them.
Counts out 10 runts.
Oh, do you sell alcohol in here as well, or do I have to get that from the bar?
From the bar.
Okay, thank you.
Addie's just gonna buy a purple bathing suit, and she's good.
Of course. Another lucky winner.
Have a good evening.
Yes.
We will.
You too. As you all filter up to your rooms to change, putting on your respective swim gear, you notice that the mirrors really catch your eyes. And you all look, and suddenly you see yourselves very, very old, staring back at yourselves. And as you keep looking, I would like you to roll me a spot hidden.
Great. Nope.
Oh, I was so close.
Hey, 2 successes.
Hey.
We're not all hopeless.
All of you see yourselves ancient in this mirror and starting to age backwards, looking back at you, looking confused. Your skin unwrinkles. You begin to get younger. Your hair grows back for some of you. And then Theodore and Julie, once you get to looking like you are how you are now, you notice flecks of red starting to appear in the corner of the mirror. Everyone roll me a sanity check, please.
Oh no!
And so it begins. Oh,
It begins!
I didn't actually take down my starting sanity. That would be a good thing to take down. It's 75, right? Is it always 75?
Success!
No, it's your
I started
your
for
POW, whatever your POW score is.
This is the first time I've
boy.
ever succeeded on a sanity roll.
Yeah. Doing okay? Totally normal, weird mirror shit.
Mm-hmm.
There she is. Yes. Oh, goody. Oh, goody.
Oh, no.
Goody.
Oh
Excellent. Okay, so Oh, I don't know what's like normal sanity. Let me check
Neither
on
do I.
that. Sorry guys, this is my first
What's
time
sanity?
GMing this
Oh, good.
this here thing. Okay. Alright. Let's start a little simple.
I feel like Theodore just looks in the mirror and is like, that was a strong ever out of sour.
Okay.
I've never seen, like, I've seen some of that on, like, the pier, you know, the Hall of Mirrors. That was a really good one, though.
Honey. Addie's a little freaked.
Alright, so yikes. So for God, you guys' names are throwing me off. For Theodore and Adelaide, this does not sit well. You do not like this. You do not like this at all. Adrian, you're gonna take 2 points of sanity damage. And after seeing all of these blood flecks appear, Julie, you're gonna take 10.
Oof.
Oof!
Oof, indeed.
This is some spooky nonsense. Your reflections blink, and when they open their eyes again, the red flecks are gone. You're just looking back at yourself, positioned as you are, wearing what you are, or not wearing.
Are you
Addie's
insinuating?
just
Raven?
Behind the mirror, just like, was this a movie?
The mirror moves as normal.
Alright, Theodore does not feel good about that, but is still gonna get changed into his bathing garment.
Addie's gonna finish getting dressed and then head down to wait for the others.
Julie's going
Or,
to
head outside to wait for the others.
Julie's going to go to her hand purse and unpack. Essentially, she's going to take 2 pairs of underwear and put them on the side table, and then just clutch her pliers, which is the only other thing she keeps in her bag for a bit of
Security.
yeah, just to like feel good about something for a second, and then head down like, okay, hot tub, and away she goes.
Okay. You all trickle out of your rooms and meet kind of at the bottom of the staircase that's by the living room, or the sitting room, rather. That'd be proper.
Do our rooms all come with robes?
There's a robe in the bathroom.
Okay. Then I'll have my robe on.
Nice.
Actually, a good idea, because it's cold outside.
Yeah, I think Addie would probably do the same.
Okay, so you all move upstairs and your most of you in your robes, and all of you in your bathing suits.
Julie just
Second,
walks
I
through the
noticed
halls like it's normal.
That girl is something else.
He'll just, like, elbow Adrian and be like, I did not know British women were so... Doesn't finish the sentence, just makes hand motion.
I can't help but be impressed.
Would I be close enough to hear that?
Probably.
She's charming. I suppose we all are in our own ways, but
I just imagine Julie walking down the stairs like in a, at the time, very interesting bathing suit. And just beelining it for the bar. And everyone else is like,
Yeah, walks
Girl.
up to the bar barefoot in her like. It's one of those. Is it like one of the shorts ones with the over the shoulder? Oh yeah.
Mhm.
He walks up to the bar
oh yeah.
and waits patiently for service.
hello.
Hello.
What can I get for you?
When does the bar close?
In an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, can I grab 4 bottles of rosé, 2 bottles of champagne, 1 bottle of whiskey, and 5 lagers?
Yes. Would you like your lagers to be tall, short,
And can
or
all
bottled?
of those go on my tab? Is that okay? Can they all go on my tab?
You're one of the lucky winners.
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
Everything can go on your tab.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you.
Starts like gathering bottles for the loggers.
I see this, and I'm gonna go help her carry this shit.
For the loggers, would you like tall, short, or bottles?
You do bottles? Bottles would be perfect.
Excellent. Starts like putting them all on the bar in front of him. Did you need assistance carrying these out to where you're going?
Oh, no, I'll be fine. This is just like a normal round. Can you get me a tray, though?
The trays are in the kitchen. I do not have one.
Could you get me one? Would that be okay?
The trays are in the kitchen. I do not have one.
Well, I mean,
I'll go over and I'll help her.
you don't want me to go in the kitchen, though. Julie's going to be quite hung up on this. Can't you just go and get me one? Don't you think that's a little rude?
I would be happy to carry out whatever you would need.
No, it's fine. We've got this. Thank you.
I can get some of the maids to assist you
No,
tending the fire.
no, it's fine. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Watching
Oh my god. This is art.
Wow.
So,
This is art.
God, is there a juggling skill?
If there was, I would have taken proficiency.
You bear hug them all up and start going out. One of the maids who's tending the fire kind of hurries over and opens the door. Are you going to the hot tubs today?
Mm-hmm.
Please have a good time and stay safe.
Yeah.
As you walk through, you see 2 hot tubs, and walking through a door right next to you is yourself.
Mirror check? Oh.
Oh no.
She kind of looks at you and adjusts her bathing suit a little and struts over to the hot tub on her side, gives you a look, and slides in.
Is it just her?
That's just Julie seeing that?
As each of you walk out of the door, you see yourselves walk out of the door. Theodore, you see yourself kind of... Did we lose someone?
We did, yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems like Vera's gone down. I'm just working on that now. We'll be there in just a sec.
So I would have gone to the bar and I would have asked for 1 more amaretto sour and another glass of water to get with it.
Of course.
So I'm carrying water and 1 drink.
As you walk through the door, you see yourself emerge from the other side, carrying both drinks. Give a roguish wink, get into the other hot tub, and put an arm around the other Julie. Adrian, as you walk through, are you getting any drinks or anything?
Not this time. Because I wanna. Or actually, if they have tea, not at the bar, but I would have like asked for some tea.
One of the waitresses can go fetch a tea for you.
Awesome.
You walk through with your tea, and you see another Adrian walk through with some tea and looks at you, takes a sip, pulls out a very interesting book that you've never read, smiles, slides into the hot tub, and looks over at you and looks back to the book.
If I like reach out across this like space, I suppose, is there any surface? Or
Like
is
you
it
want to
just-
try to touch other Adrian?
Well, like not. Like we both walked out of kind of like facing doors. Is how I'm picturing it.
So like the doors are like that,
Side
and you
by
walk
side.
out parallel. to each
Okay.
other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Hi!
between us?
Like
between the doors. If I just like put my hand out and just kind of like I'm I'm not sure what I'm like looking for, but any kind of like solid surface between the two like lanes.
So you're not trying to touch anybody, you're just trying to put your hand in front of the door.
Yeah.
It seems that there's nothing there.
If I step on that side, does anything change?
Are you stepping on that side?
Yes.
Nothing changes.
Okay. Has anyone gotten in the hot tub on our side of the thing? Or are we just all like...
I think I'm just like staring at that just happened, holding my drinks.
I'll be staring at it, but once I see like Theodore go and put an arm around Julie in the mirror, I'll go and get in and sort of look at Theodore.
Adelaide, as you walk through your door, you see a copy of yourself walk through the other door and look at you and gives you kind of like a little look and a little tongues out gesture and a little rock and roll hand, and walks over to the other hot tub and slides in and puts her arm around Julie also. Other Julie's having a blast.
Other Julie has got some mad game, apparently.
This Julie is drinking so much right now.
Addie is alarmed.
Everyone roll me everyone who's not Julie, roll me a spot hidden.
Can I get back into roll 20? That is the question.
Woof.
Oof. Oof.
The two extremes.
Sorry, I'm trying to get there.
You're fine.
One day I will have success.
Will you?
Maybe not. That would be quite a game.
Hey!
Nice. Okay, so... Right, that's all of us. Yes, that's all of us. God, I'm having such a time. My computer just did something very weird. So, Theodore, you see that, first off, both of you that rolled successes, it is really, really cold out here. It's kind of weird that everyone's just sort of like cool on the other side with getting in the hot tub. My extreme success. You're looking at that water. There isn't any steam coming off of it. You're looking at that other water. There's not any steam coming off of that either. And honestly, no one sitting in the other hot tub seems to be wet at all. Like, you know how when you get in a hot tub and like you start getting kind of sweaty and your hair kind of like sticks to you and stuff and like and all that. None of that. You look back at Julie, who, despite being excited in the hot tub, is starting to shake very violently. She does not seem to be aware of this yet.
I think that they have to turn it on, actually, as to flag down wait staff.
One of the maids, my fumble sees that it's on, it's bubbling, it's warm, it's hot, there's steam.
Oh. Never mind, sorry. And then it's just gonna down the drink in one.
You still see that it looks real cold, and the wait staff comes up and says, is everything okay? But Adrian, to you, it looks like it's fine.
How does it look to me?
It just feels real cold. Everyone seems like the cold doesn't seem to be affecting anyone.
Maybe we should go by the fires instead. You know, this is kind of not as fun as I thought it might be.
You know, I've never been in a hot tub, but I thought that, you know, hot meant that it would be hot and not, you know, just tepid bathwater. Am I wrong?
Julie, can you roll me a con, please?
Before I start, would starting to like chug a bottle of whiskey, would that help or hinder this con save?
It would potentially make it feel better.
So I'm thinking whiskey jacket. Oh yeah.
Hard.
I'm gonna spend 1 luck to make that an extreme success, please.
Okay, definitely. So with an extreme success,
That's
you're
probably a mechanic
chugging
we
this
should explain.
whiskey.
I'm so sorry. You have a luck pool, everyone. You can spend your luck point for point to get closer to a success. That's an important mechanic. I should have explained that earlier.
Before.
My bad. Sorry.
Good to know.
So
How much luck do we have?
It is generated by a score. I think it's the same as your HP, or at least mine is.
Oh, okay, sure.
So Julie is chugging this whiskey, and I'm actually going to make this very nice for you. Suddenly, she feels it. It is suddenly freezing where she is. She lowers the bottle and sees that she is just like shivering so bad. You're gonna take 1 health point damage.
Ooh.
Whoa. As the freezing cold just hits you, and this water is clearly not hot. The Julie on the other side seems just fine and happy where she is.
So tempted to just give her evils and stay where I am to spite her, but I'm taking health damage. So Julie will begin slowly to climb out of the hot tub.
Amidst all this, everybody hears a sound and looks out across the snow. You see some light shimmering in the sky as a shooting star goes past. And galloping after it, a herd of Meeson.
Glorious.
Was it magical for you guys?
It is magical for me.
I've never seen a moose.
They are huge.
Now you see a lot of them.
There's like 15.
Theodore shrugs.
But now that you are easing out of the hot tub, more of the cold is hitting you, especially without a bathrobe to put on.
I'm gonna throw mine on her.
Yep.
Beat me.
We're all-
You start walking out of the hot tub, shaking, and suddenly you have just robes flying at you from all directions.
As I say, and whoever's closest, I might just try and give them a hug just to try and warm up.
No, Theodore failed because Theodore was holding 2 glasses, so couldn't figure out how to set the glasses down to get the, and then...
It's an uncanny skill of the British female. She's still managing to hold on to 3 bottles. I can
like fixing
demonstrate.
the robe around her shoulders.
Like, she's got them like that, and is still, like,
Okay.
coming out for the hug. Like,
Just like hovering with this like mug, just like I don't know what's happening.
Those
This whole
of you
time.
that have removed your robes, make me a con roll. Because
Well, at least I helped Julie. Where is my con? Not bad. It's not bad. I did bad. I did bad.
oh!
Can I? I'm gonna re-roll that.
okay,
Okay, I'll take that.
You're definitely starting to feel the cold. It doesn't quite hurt yet, but you're not well dressed for this.
Maybe let's head inside.
I think that's a good idea. Yes.
You all go to return inside, and you notice as you walk in, all of the maids and the bar staff were exactly where they were when you left. And they all sort of come to life as you come in and say, "How was your stay out in the hot tub?"
Julie looks like she's about to give them a piece of her mind. She's about to kick off.
I'm gonna just lay my hand over her mouth.
It was nice,
No.
right?
No.
Yes, it was perfectly adequate. We're gonna go to the fire.
Of course. Let me stoke it a little higher for you. And she'll like poke at the flames and look at you and poke more at the flames.
How do the flames look?
Fiery.
How do they feel?
They feel warm.
Okay, I'm gonna like start tugging at Julie in front of it. Not too close, but like close enough to get the heat.
Julie is ever so slightly fighting you. She wants to go towards this bar person or maid.
Nope.
She's letting you take her though. It's like the hold me back thing, you know? Like you when you're making a show but your friends have got you. Like
Yep, and Addie is holding you back.
As the maid, like, is that an adequate fire for you?
I think so, yes.
Excellent. As you know, it will soon be getting late, so please enjoy your time by the fire, but we're going to lock up the doors now.
Thank you. I'm going to very carefully remove my hand from Julie's mouth.
wait a minute! Julie runs outside to go and grab the rest of the alcohol.
As you run outside, still somewhat wet, make me another con roll.
Damn it.
Oh,
I have to do this.
She
though.
has my roll. Does that help her at all?
Nice. Okay, so you won't take damage, but gosh, it's a slap in the face. You start gathering up the bottles, and you look over, and you notice that the people that were in the hot tub next to you, they're not there anymore.
Good, bitch.
In fact, that entire door on the other side isn't there anymore. And as the rest of you are inside watching Julie run out, you notice all of this, and you all roll me a sanity check.
Oh, God.
Stipulation to the luck roll: you can't use it on sanity.
Okay, so those of you who succeeded, well, it's weird, but at least things are fixed. Adrian. Let's do some damage.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Take 6 points of sanity damage.
Oh.
We're in the 40s, lads.
You were feeling unsettled by this, like seeing something in the mirror that's weird. Yeah, weird. Seeing the building possibly rearrange itself so that there's not this second doorway and a bunch of people just disappeared. When did they disappear exactly?
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down with my tea in a chair by the fire and just be like, "This is why I needed a vacation. It is. This is exactly it."
As Julie hustles back in with liquor bottles, the maid walks over and locks the door. And as she does, she smiles and freezes.
Miss? Miss? I'm gonna lightly poke Theodore.
Huh?
You're seeing that too, right?
Uh-huh.
That's Adrian.
Yeah?
You're seeing this too, right?
I've not just gone into hypothermic shock. That's she's just non-responsive, right?
Madam? Madam?
Is she
Doesn't
the only
move.
one?
As you look around, the maid who is standing with the fire poker, not moving. You look back at the barman, who has his hands wrapped in like a towel, like he's drying them off from having just cleaned them, smiling, not moving.
Are you muted?
Damn it. Julie's going to walk up to the one by the door. She's going to walk right up to them and be like, it's very rude to ignore us, and like poke them in the shoulder. Push them.
They do not respond. She does not respond when you push her. She starts tilting and then seems to evaporate. Roll me another sanity check.
Everybody?
Julie.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Great.
Do I take a reroll? No, this is fine.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
You take 6 sanity damage as this lady disappears.
What
Yeah,
the hell
maybe go to
is happening?
your eyes.
I
And I was
believe...
just like reaching over to someone, just like we do have assumedly private rooms.
The key is also still in the door. It did not disintegrate.
Can I take the key?
Yep.
Okay.
You're just pulling it out of the door.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm taking it in a pocket of robe and just like, you might need that. Upstairs? Anyone?
I don't know if I don't know if the rooms are safe either. There was something really weird in my mirror earlier.
Same, but there are also fewer of these. I hesitate to call them people. However,
That's true.
Julie is going to walk up to the bar person, wiping the towel, and poke them as well.
He disintegrates. The towel drops. You roll me a sanity check.
I mean, I think this is okay. Like, we can just, like, they're not harmful. We can just poke them and they disappear. They were weird anyway.
Okay,
we can still
but
go
why
skiing.
are they disappearing?
That's not important. Let's go skiing.
It's the middle of the night, Julie.
You will take 5 sanity
I should
damage.
tell you, every time you get 5 sanity damage, you should get a temporary insanity, I think, if you take 5 in one hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Julie's doing fine.
Theodore's gonna walk up to the one that has the fire poker. And just rip the fire poker out of her hands.
You rip the fire poker out, and as her hands should be forced open, the fire poker just tears through it instead. And there's just this hole. There's not like sinew or anything, it's just a hole. Her fingers on the other side still seem to be connected and grasping, and you roll me a sanity check.
I sure do. Extreme.
honey. You just take 1 point of sanity damage.
So when I see that her fingers don't uncurl, they just do that, I'm going to shriek and drop the poker. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I would. I thought that. Oh, you're not injured. That's weird.
I don't think she's real.
Well, do you know what? That's it. I'm speaking to the manager, and I'm going to march to the manager's place, wherever that is.
Oh no.
There's the reception's desk. There are the 2 shops. There is the dining room that's connected to the kitchen.
There was the pool room, and then there was one other door in that hallway. Was that explained to us in the tour?
The other door led to the kitchens.
Ah.
So which of those places is Julie marching to give a piece of her mind?
She would go, I guess she saw them last in the dining room, so she checked there first.
You walk
Addie's
into
gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. Well, depends who is left alone. So if Theodore is left alone here, I'm gonna like hover. Just be like,
So, for a nice... for a nice visual, Julie is marching barefoot, robe open, bathing costume still on, still slightly damp, bottle of lager in one hand, bottle of whiskey in the other.
as every woman aspires to be.
Yup.
So are we all going, or Theodore, are you staying back?
No, Theodore will bend down and pick up the fire poker and start stomping after. I figure also for reference, since that was helpful, Theodore is wearing like the white hotel robe over old-fashioned even for this time stripy bathing outfit with like the sleeves and the shorts. It's all one piece. And fire poker robe follow.
As you all enter the dining room, which is not locked, you see the tables still out as they were, and there are some people that are cleaning the tables, frozen, smiling, even though there's no one around. You do not see the host or hostess anywhere. And as you look back to the other members of your party, you just see people dressed in the uniform, smiling.
Are they still as well?
For a second they are.
Because at this point, Julie, anyone that she sees just standing still, she's going to immediately walk up to them and poke them until someone stays solid. Poke, 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 poke.
I imagine the first person you poke is probably going to be Adelaide, who is solid.
Actual Adelaide? Our Adelaide?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Adelaide. I was in a bit of a rhythm there. Excuse me. Carry on.
But after you have poked Adelaide, everyone appears to be Adelaide. And everyone sees this and rolls me a sanity check.
Adelaide, are you the manager?
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Nearly a queen
So-
soup?
We're gonna go ahead and start with the success. You're going to take 7 damage
Ow.
of sanity. The rest of you take 3. That's funny.
I'm being targeted here.
So as you see everyone shift suddenly and be this smiling face, it is very very creepy for starters, and for seconders, they all start moving. And they seem to be moving quite quickly towards you. None of them are holding anything, but they're just walking towards you, smiling. You are muted.
We should go. We should either barricade ourselves in our rooms or get out, because and she's like trying to tug everybody back.
I think
Doors are very good.
we should all stay together as well. Let's all barricade ourselves in one person's room. I have some
Sounds good.
tools if we want to barricade ourselves in my room. Well, one tool.
Yes, that sounds good, one of the Adelaides says. Another one says, yes, we should all stay together. Yes, we should leave. I think we should leave, don't you?
I don't like that there's so many of me right now.
Which
That's not logical at all.
that one's not real.
Do you
Which one?
poke one that's not real?
No, I'm gonna poke the one that just said something about being logical, because that seems like something a crazy robot thing will say. I'm just gonna poke her real hard in the shoulder.
Theodore, they all ripple through.
I'm gonna walk up to one at random and punch it.
Okay. You punched it?
Julie has some strengths that she's going to start playing too.
And it looks at you for just a minute as it fades also. And you know the drill. You kill him, you might go crazy.
Okay, Adelaide, whichever one of you is the real Adelaide, I'm really sorry about this.
Nice. You watch as this one wisps away, and as you're staring it down, you kind of look around and you notice some of them definitely aren't Adelaide. You're pretty sure that you can determine which one is the real Adelaide.
Julie's getting real punchy.
Julie, stop. Stop.
She's holding onto that bottleneck so she doesn't break her knuckles.
The clones are close, but they don't seem to be making any move against you. They're just all trying to be the perfect Adelaides.
Theodore, Adrian, I think if we just assault them, they seem to disappear.
I'm right here. I'm right here. We could just go.
Yes, we should just go.
All right, no, but we need
I'm gonna tug at like our Adelaide's shoulder and just be like, okay, we're leaving now. Yep.
I grabbed Julie. I'm grabbing Julie.
We need a test though. You.
Me?
What did you have for dinner?
Fish, but I barely touched it.
I only picked at my fish. Yes, I don't care for fish that much. They made some stupid joke about the fish.
I have to ask them something that she wouldn't know, but I'm fairly sure I can tell which ones aren't Adelaide. Like, this one isn't.
Roll me a sanity check. You still take 4. You're like riding the crazy train.
I'm less than half sanity now.
Excellent. So you punch another one and it disappears. But it gives you a look too as it's going. Julie, you can also tell that which of the Adelaides are actually Theodore or Adrian. For the rest of you, as I said, everyone looks like Adelaide.
Oh. I misunderstood.
Yes, everyone looks like Adelaide.
Oh boy.
So if I look down, do I look like Adelaide?
To yourself,
To
you look
myself.
like yourself.
Okay.
Oh, everyone. I see.
Yeah.
I need to stop getting real punchy before I start punching Adrian and Theodore.
Or the real Adelaide.
I've already apologized to Adelaide.
That's how apologies work.
Yes, that is how apologies work. Yeah, that's exactly how they work.
Julie, we should get you out of here.
Julie, we should leave, right? Yes, Julie, maybe we should go to our rooms. No, we should stay at the bar. That sounds good.
I can't
That
believe
sounds
I'm
terrible.
going to suggest this, but I think we need to steal some skis and evacuate.
No, that's
Evacuate.
not good enough.
Huh?
Judy's going to go and start gathering bottles of whiskey from behind the bar and just splashing them all over the place.
What are you doing? You're gonna light it on fire?
What is happening?
As soon as Julie leaves the kitchen, she seems to be back to Julie, and as each of you walk out of the kitchen as well, or out of the dining room, you change back to yourself, to everyone else.
Julie, what are you doing?
I'm going to burn it to the ground.
There are other people here.
Wait, there are other people here.
Wait,
There's people
are there?
in the kitchen.
But are there?
I think so. There
People
were
just keep
weird.
vanishing like smoke.
You got that key, right?
Yeah. If I try the kitchen door, is it locked?
You'll have to go back through the dining room.
Oh, I thought there was a door in the hallway.
I think there's real people in the kitchen.
You sure?
I think so. It was really weird, but they had like collars on.
The poke test works really well.
Okay, can we go into the kitchen and poke people?
Well,
Guys, I
I'm gonna
gotta
go back in and try the door.
So you can go back through the
Very cautiously
dining room.
open the door and just like peek in.
They're
What
back to being frozen, all as Adelaide.
They're all me.
Okay.
They're all me.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna just keeping them in my peripheral vision. Try the kitchen door.
The key fits.
All right. Let's unlock it and take a look.
Okay. You turn the key and you open it, and you see a bunch of people that all seem to be not young, probably 40s, 50s, some that are 60s, 70s, and they all have on these chokers that are, if you look closely, you can see chains coming off of them. They are all laying on the floor, not moving. Roll me a listen check, please. Okay, you don't know if they're moving, sleeping, alive.
I'm gonna take the key with me, but leave it unlocked, I suppose. Or actually, is it a bolt lock or is it just like the handle?
It's just a key, yeah.
Gonna not shout, but just like call to Theodore to be like, you're right. There are people in here.
Theodore will rush over.
Can I try and check for vitals, see what their kind of general condition is?
Roll me. What do I want? You can roll me a. Biology's the thing, right?
There's
Like first aid?
Yeah, roll me first aid.
Okay.
So are we both gonna rush in to the people on the ground?
Yeah, if you're touching the people on the ground, you can roll a first aid to sort of.
I'm gonna poke one. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh okay. No, you know what? I have one more reroll, right? I haven't looked at the thing.
Probably.
Okay, I have enough first aid where I think that could probably.
Wow.
Okay, just kidding.
Okay.
I'll gift you one of my rerolls as well. Come on, you can do this.
You should be able to just tell whether or not this human's alive. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
So as you're poking and prodding, first thing you all notice is they don't evaporate. You're able to determine that they are Theodore, that they are asleep. But they seem like real asleep. You
I'm
can
just gonna
rouse them.
shake one real hard.
This is the time already.
Are you human?
Are you dancer? I'm just kidding. Looks up bleary-eyed and yes. Are you human?
I'm reasonably sure that I am. I think yes. How do we get? And I'm gonna pull on the chains. Where do they
are
go?
you as you pull, you notice that they are connected to the different like appliances.
Okay. Adrian, we gotta bust these chains.
All right, I'm looking around.
I have my fire poker.
You do.
Oh,
could provide some leverage.
Wait, don't.
Why?
Well, it's part of the bargain.
What bargain?
Please elaborate.
Well, I don't know if I should. You can try to persuade him if you'd like.
I'm like,
Our friend is about to set this whole building on fire, and you're going to die because you're chained to the stove.
Set the building on fire.
Yes.
I don't think that would kill them.
but it will kill you, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Yep.
But if I leave, they'll kill me.
Where are they?
They live at the top.
The top of the lodge? Or the top of the mountain?
Above your rooms. Should be. There's
I didn't know there was a third floor.
There's a pull down to the attic. I really shouldn't be telling you this.
No, please tell us more things. That's useful.
Well, what do you want to know?
How do we get you out of here safely?
he like laughs quietly, but it's very forced, and he says, "There's no safety. I can't ever leave. I get to live."
There's always safety that is a statistical impossibility. There's got to be something. I'm just gonna start shaking the next person so I get somebody more reasonable.
The next person, like, yes? What is it?
Are you human?
Yes, I think I am human.
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here. Are you good with that?
No, you cannot get me out.
Adrian, can you?
It's part of the deal.
Look, they're scared. And like, so am I.
Oh wait, I saw you earlier.
Yeah. We got here tonight, and there's been all kinds of very strange things happening. Is that their doing?
They run the place. They've run it as long as I can remember. I remember when I was lucky winner. The rest of my party.
Okay.
The rest of my party are maids now.
Then why don't you disappear?
Because I live.
Could I have wandered over at this point?
Do you have Julie in tow splashing?
I'm trying to. I'm hoping to. Scrat, do I have Julie in tow?
Julie is in tow, splashing alcohol anywhere. Are you really going to take her near the German?
Never mind. I'm gonna try and keep her where I can see her, though. And I'm just gonna. What deal?
The deal. And the other guy says, if you live, you stay. They let you decide.
You can't leave?
Well, they could kill you if you try. Everything gets... You get double vision.
Yeah.
Why were we seeing other versions of ourselves?
Oh, that is very common. It's a trap, you see. Have you tried to go back outside?
Not since it happened.
Oh. You should just accept it. It's not
No.
so bad here.
I don't want to accept it.
You'll get nice floors to sleep on.
I don't want to accept it. What if I want to leave?
Well,
This point, I think Julie's emptied the last bottle of whiskey and is going to march into the kitchen, heading straight towards the hobs.
the kitchen is full of people on the floor, chained to the appliances. Two of them seem to be awake. The rest seem dead or dead asleep. Everything seems put away. You're not really sure where anything is in terms of... It's a kitchen, you know, when you go into someone's kitchen, you're like, keep the fucking plates, you know, one of those. So you walk in and they're talking to one of the girls and one of the guys. And she's saying, I'm sorry, what was the last question you asked? What if you want to leave? Well, it would be very hard to leave, but you could try. If you do not succeed, you end up a maid.
Julie stiffens a
And
little.
if we...
What is the test, then? Or the... You seem to be saying there is a way.
Well, you just try to leave. I do not know what your test will be. For me, I simply live through test, and they say at the end, we can kill you now or you can work here. Which do you prefer? So I say I work here. I do not want to die.
And Theodore is just going to try to use the fire poker as leverage to undo the chain that's attached to the lady.
As soon as you start doing that, like, she straight panics and she says, "No, I want to live. They will know. They will know if the chain breaks."
Maybe let's not alert them.
Julie's turning on
Please.
all the hobs.
Julie, maybe stop.
It's okay. I'm just giving us some motivation to get out of here.
As you're turning on the knobs, the one guy that's awake is like coming after you, like trying to switch them off behind you.
I'll punch
him. You'll punch him. Okay, make me a brawl or the unarmed strike, whatever that is in this one. Okay, you hit him pretty hard.
Hang on, I can roll that as a thing actually. The unarmed strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. So you hit him right in the face, and he kind of staggers back. And even though he's still pretty sleepy, he kind of like looks at you and says, "Are you trying to kill everyone here? We all said we wanted to live."
Just not those three. I don't believe you're real.
Why don't you think I'm real?
Didn't disappear.
That's true.
Julie, I don't think burning this place down is going to help us.
I'm already halfway through.
Julie, think about it logically. Even if you do start burning this place, what if we get trapped in the flames because it goes up faster than you intend?
Well, I was just going to leave the hobs on and walk out.
we can still try to walk out. Just right? And she's gonna look at Adrian and Theodore. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna like look out the door. I guess the kitchen door that I think stayed open, or at least like I would have left it open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did anything change in the dining hall?
Nope.
Okay. Is there?
We just let's just go. They don't want. Let's just go.
I'm gonna offer Julie my hand. Like, let's just leave. Just, I don't even need the incentive. Let's just go.
We at least have one key. I don't know if it unlocks or locks every door. I doubt it. Keys don't typically work like that. But if we could keep them from following us, maybe that would help. Like lock them in somewhere, or the door as we're leaving, or I don't know what else we have.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
We need to leave. We can't stay here chained to a stove. We are much too smart for that. Let's go. The world needs us. What if one of us was going to invent a cure for something? No, we have to go.
I would
We
say
need to go.
They're probably not even really living anyway. Okay, I won't leave the hobs on, but maybe I could just get like a bottle of oil and a rag, maybe some matches.
Julie, what is a hob?
Julie, I feel.
Oh, international thing. Cooker top, gas top.
Yeah. She was turning on all the ovens. Or the stoves.
Yeah, like the gas.
Yeah.
That's fine. Theodore didn't know that either. So Theodore, yes. Oh, yes. No, don't turn those on.
Julie, if we burn this place down, they said it wouldn't even kill the hosts. So we'll just anger them.
It might expose them, though.
But then they're going to kill us.
Okay, I said let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Where are the skis?
The shop.
Okay, let's go.
Right.
Okay. So you go back out, back through. You pass some windows and roll me a spot hidden.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Oh yay. Let's see. Me and Julie still have a reroll. Oh, and so does the keeper. The keeper has a reroll as well.
I know. I haven't had to kill you guys that hard.
Well, you can use it on any dice that hits the table.
Gosh, I could be nice.
So you could do it to us as well. Or you could be mean. When we roll well, you could get us to reroll then, you know.
True.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
I didn't hear the blip on my end. Did that roll for me? Oh, yes, it did. Okay.
I'm gonna use a reroll and roll again.
Okay.
Still a fail. Worse than last time.
You know what? I have plenty in my pool. Let's match it. In my luck.
Gonna change it, luck it up to a success?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pass the window, you glance out, and beyond the hot tubs that you saw before, where the Meeson roam, it is now solid ice reflecting the moon back up. There was not a lake out there before. Roll me a sanity check.
All of us?
No, just our successor.
Real quick, of course.
You pay for your information.
Dude, dang it. Okay.
This animal, I swear. Okay.
Aha! My first success that I didn't buy.
Okay.
Finally.
So you'll take 1 point of sanity damage for this knowledge.
Still not the worst. Okay, so there's no deck, or is it
It is like it goes straight from deck to ice.
Okay, so there is like no resort beyond that. Like we saw.
Not out that window that you can see.
Okay. It's different outside now.
Different?
It doesn't seem to be hills so much anymore, or at least out that way. Like it's flat. It's ice. There's a lake, and it's not the lake that they. Well, did we see the lake earlier?
You were told of it. You saw it when you came in. That it was off in the distance. Like it was against the side, but it wasn't a side that you went out. It was probably like next to like the kitchens and like the ice fishing shop.
Okay. So either the lake moved, or that's new, or we moved.
Great.
Yeah.
Theodore is just trying to like center himself real quick and just like facts. And he's looking around and he's like, you're wearing a bathing suit in a bathrobe. You're wearing a bathing suit in a bathrobe. You're just wearing a bathing suit. We're gonna freeze out there.
So we steal the clothing from the shop as well as the skis.
I mean, if we have time, I brought plenty for multiple
I don't
people.
know. Well, we could do that.
I was wondering why you pack so much. I mean, I just bought like a change of underwear.
I mean, you never know what the weather's going to be like. It could be bitter cold. It could be.
Do we want to go to the shop, or do we want to go to Adrian's room?
Shop's probably closer to the door.
I agree.
If anything else weird changes, as much as I don't
Open
really want
lunch
to leave
for
my
the door.
luggage, let's go to the shop.
Okay.
You go to the shop. It's locked.
Can I try the key again?
Try the key. It works.
Cool.
You can go in there, and as you open the door, it is dark because it's nighttime and the lights are off. You can try to navigate your way through. You can turn the lights on. There's a light switch right by the door.
I'm gonna hit the lights.
Okay. You hit the lights, and you hear something moving behind the shop counter as the shopkeep raises up from behind the counter and says, "What are you doing here?"
We need clothes.
Adding some things to our tab.
And then we're gonna burn the. Then we're gonna leave.
All right.
We're going
Just
outside.
lock the door when you leave.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You
I won't ask
seem
questions.
really different to everyone else here.
How so?
That way, so. You responded to my question directly.
Well, you're the winners. I know you're trying to escape.
Have any tips?
Don't fall in the ice. Watch out for the bear. And bring a gun if you have one, probably.
Do you
Let's
sell
save
any?
me. No, it's the other shop does, but that guy is not.
I'm gonna try and open the other door across the way.
As you start moving towards the door, he flags you down. He's like, "You don't." I was sitting next to you at dinner. The guy in the other shop is the one across the way. He points upstairs.
He reports directly to them.
You can. I have a couple.
Please.
They're mine.
Please.
Why don't you come with us?
I can't. It's part of the deal. And he pulls out. He has like a hunting rifle and like a little pistol. He says, "This is all I got."
I'm gonna hold out my hand for the pistol. Okay.
I wouldn't know the first thing what to do with any of these.
Read about it. Okay.
I hope you do better than most people here.
Let's all get the warm clothes. Come on, come on.
Theodore's
just starting
already
to pull
been
things
just like
down for
throwing
people.
on clothes.
Yeah. Addie is dressing.
Hey, be careful.
Thank you.
And lock that door, please. He points to the one that
Okay.
leads to the hall.
Okay.
And the lights.
Do you want
Okay.
to come with us?
I can't.
But you don't have a chain. You're not like the kitchen staff.
They track me specially.
Are you going to tell them what we're doing?
No.
Why
I used to
not?
be a winner too. They really wanted me. I was really young when I came, but didn't get me.
They did. You're still here.
Well, they didn't get me dead, I guess.
Why do they want us?
It's use, isn't it? Every year you don't live is more they get to live. They do the mirror trick for you.
Oh, God.
Yeah. When they get really excited about someone, especially young, it just sort of slips out. You can see it everywhere. Mirrors. Aging backwards.
I just thought they were perverts.
No, He kind of looks at you and says, they probably want you most of all.
I'm like, by the way, I'm just like wrapping Julie in warm clothes.
Julie's going to try and shrug them all off, but she'll take like a pair of dungarees if there's a pair of dungarees. Or like a boiler
She's
suit.
getting dungarees and she's getting a winter coat, and if she tries to take it off, Addie gives her the most kicked puppy expression you have ever seen in your life.
She'll take the dungarees. And the jacket. And then maybe some shoes.
Addie will accept this.
The skis are over there. If you're planning on skiing down.
Do you recommend skiing or running?
After you get across the lake, skiing.
Okay.
She starts grabbing skis.
So you guys are able to get the skis. You turn off the light, lock the door, go out the other side. There's one that leads outside from there. And the lake has wrapped all the way around. You're faced with frozen water.
So we have to try not to fall in.
Oh yeah, I'm having the same.
Same here.
Roll 20 disconnected?
Yeah, Roll20's been doing it all night for me.
Yeah, same.
I can try to exit and restart it.
It won't be your side. I think it'll be Roll20. My internet connection's fine otherwise. It must be Roll20.
Yeah, so is mine.
I just reloaded the page and it's okay.
Okay. All right, so how are we getting across it?
Is it frozen solid or is it just like patches of ice?
Make me a... let's do a natural history check.
Oh.
Could I look at it slightly differently? I have a skill called science engineering. Could I try and work out structural strengths and that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
My sheet is gone.
Yeah, so is mine.
Roll20 being real screwy.
I had my other PDF open. I can at least...
Despite mine saying the server connection's been interrupted, it still seems to be working fine. I don't know if any of you can see the roll or not, but I just rolled a 98 on that, which is definitely a fail.
I cannot see any rolls, and I also can't see your guys' sheets.
Let's just play
Yeah,
on
I
faith.
can't access it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
If you have to grab real dice, grab them.
Hold on a second. I just need to look at what my score actually is for that.
No, I can't.
What was it? Natural world? Oh, that should be fun. Okay.
Just throwing it out there that real life Julie looks pretty dapper. I bet Britt does as well, actually.
It's a look I aspire to.
Hmm.
I thought this would work. You know. Wait. Okay, so like the double zeros. Is it
it's your tens digit.
okay? So if I rolled that and an 8 on the single digit one, is that 8, or is it 80?
So if on your double digits you rolled like a 1-0, and on your single digit you rolled an 8, that'd be an 18.
Okay, well I got the 0 and the 8.
That's an 8.
Okay, so I succeed.
Look at this.
What a slim chance! My score is a 10 that I had to beat.
So Adrian's looking, and Julie's looking, and Julie just keeps thinking about fire and really can't be thinking about ice right now. But as Adrian's looking, Adrian's like, this looks like it's not frozen solid. It's frozen, but it's going to be tricky.
Would snowshoes help?
Not on ice.
Okay.
Would the skis help due to distribution of weight, or no?
They would make it a lot slipperier and a lot more likely for you to fall over, especially if you're using
Holes.
the poles.
So the best are there any sort of tools around at all?
We could use the what they call, not the picks, the
poles or the
poles.
poker?
Yes, we could use the poles to just kind of feel tap the ice ahead, see if it's solid. I don't know how much that will help, but I also don't know how fast we need to be going. I don't advise this, frankly, ever, but
We're desperate.
you think the direction matters?
I don't think it does. I think heading straight and keeping it as short a distance as possible.
Looking across doesn't seem like equidistant all around.
I mean, it seems more or less equidistant. It seems a bit too far to jump over. It's not like feet and feet and feet and feet. But there is another side.
Okay. How do we want to do this?
We should spread out. The only disadvantage is that then no one can help if one of us falls in.
Maybe we go one at a time, and then if someone falls in, the person behind can try and grab them.
Why don't we just run for it?
We don't know if that'll break the ice. And if we fall in, I can try and go first, and then you guys can see what happens when I do, and if I make a mistake, you know where not to go.
As
And
much
if
as
I
I hate
fall
being
in-
an impulsive person, I actually think I'm with Julie. Just one person running and seeing if it works.
I can run. I can try and do it, and you guys can see what happens.
Okay, dex me.
I'm gonna do it. Where's my dex? Okay, so my dex is a 60. So I have to go under a 60?
Mhm.
I got a 10 and a 3.
13?
Yeah.
You are able to scoot on over there pretty fast.
Okay. Do I make it all the way across?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'll stop and wait. I've got the pistol out.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the other two.
Oh.
I can go next.
All right.
Okay. Roll me a dex, and you can add. Let's add 15 to it because you'll be following. Or sorry, subtract 15 because you'll be following in the footsteps of someone who went before you.
Do you want to make it harder, right?
Subtract.
No, it's 15.
It will be easier for you because someone has already made it across in that place.
Okay, so I only need to hit 80 or less then.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay, you make it across just fine.
I hug her.
Oh.
I hug her back.
Right,
Addie's scared to death.
Bolstered by this, Theodore's gonna go.
Okay.
I have a dex of 70. 18.
Okay, you're good too.
Oh,
Here you go.
I'm gonna hug him.
Use more luck. I rolled a 70 and I needed to beat a 60, so... Or
Well,
wait, no.
you're getting the 15 wiggle room
Oh,
too.
okay, then yes, then I do make it.
So
little
so
slippery. But
Adrian seems to have a bit of trouble getting across, and like your foot goes through at one point, but you're able to scramble out and keep going. And you all make it across. And you look to each other, all hugging and happy you've made it.
skis.
As you're strapping on the skis, you see eyes glaring out at you from the trees, and a voice behind you says, "So would you like to make a deal?" And I'm going to call it there because we are running over time.
No.
Oh, I guess we'll never know.
No! No! No deal! No deal!
No deal.
Well, everyone, how are we feeling?
Can I just give a round of applause to SageOfPhilia?
That was
Holy
awesome work.
crap.
It really was.
I
Thank you.
would like to give a round of applause to all you two. This was super fun, guys. I loved our party
This was
dynamic. We were great.
This was great.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we have run over a little bit. So let's go around and let's get who we all are, where we can find each other online, and all that good stuff. Let's go the other way around this time. Let's start with Britt, who is Atomic Firebird, and not any other variation of that name.
Hi, I'm Britt. I'm Atomic Firebird. I'm sorry, the brain. Woo. Where else am I? On Wednesdays I play in a Tales from the Loop game, on Encounter Roleplay. That's what I do. And I have a Twitter, and there's like a little pin post that says other things that I do.
Awesome.
This was cool.
Awesome.
This was awesome.
Did you have a favorite part?
Favorite part? I think the sketchy hot tub double people, like with the winking and the, that was creepy and fun.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I quite like that bit as well. Next, we go around to Julie at Jay Graver.
Hello, I'm Julie. I go by J. Gabriel just about everywhere. I mostly do art and yell about RPGs, and occasionally my cat. This was a very fun first stab at this game. I never played it before. I never watched it be played. I had no idea going into it. So I statted my character terribly for what wound up being needed. But as for a favorite moment, I really loved just the point when the the staff went from awkward to creepy. And like when it started being some repetition or like, I don't know, just not reacting in a way that we expected. And I was just like, wait, something, it's starting now, I guess. So I had a good time. And yeah, gross. I'm also here on Wednesdays at 10 in Dynamo where we play Weave. And yeah.
Awesome. It's an awesome stream. You should check it out. Next around, we have Vera Says Dragons. Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Vera. You can find me at Vera Says Dragons just about everywhere. I do a lot of D&D opinions. Sometimes I do artwork, and sometimes I do homebrew things. And I play here every now and then whenever Scrat wants me back, or whenever I beg to come back. My favorite part was probably most definitely the creepy bartender and also the dinner. And also gal pals. Sure.
Oh my god.
Because I had to.
Of course.
And I'm sorry that I kept showing you all my house, but my computer kept crashing and my internet also just keeps, screwing me.
It's a lovely house, though.
It is.
Thank you.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so lastly, we come to our wonderful keeper, SageOfPhilia. Oh, hi!
Oh, hi. So you can find me on Twitter at SageOfPhilia. I also am working on blogging right now, which I don't think we have the link for that, but if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see my links posted like every week about me writing from my D&D characters' perspectives. It's good fun. It's new. My friend Meg also contributes to the blog, or runs the blog, really. So you should check us out. My favorite parts, I really loved the relationships between everybody. Just how, like, I know in a one shot it's really hard to like feel like your character is like has gravitas or their own like backstory personality, but I feel like everyone like had made a really distinct character that had different interpersonal relationships with each other character, and I think you guys did like a super good job of that. I know that's like super tough, especially when it's a new system. You don't know how to set up, you don't know really what you're getting into, and I don't know, I was so psyched every time you guys just had like moments of role play, and I was just like, oh, this is so good. And the vests, love the vests, love the hats, love the glasses. It's perfect.
You all look fantastic, to be fair. I thank you so much, SageOfPhilia. It's one of my favorite. Thank you for just letting me live my best life. That was amazing.
You were so good.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself. That's basically Scrap, but as a female in the 40s.
Just like the 5 bottles. Yeah.
I used to be a barman. I can tell you without doubt I can carry 10 bottles of wine at a time.
Oh my god.
Wait, full or empty?
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 10 full. Used to carry them back in from out the back. 4 on between each fingers, and then you can sandwich 2 between the group. You just have to put a lot of pressure in. Anyway. It was amazing. Thank you so much for that. My favorite moments were like the mirror stuff where I saw Julie getting in the pool, freak Scrat out. Julie thought it was a good idea. I think I formed a rivalry with the mirror image that you presented me, which is a unique thing. So thank you for that. I absolutely adored Theodore. I think I said before we started that I only saw his name, and already I would have, if anything happened to Theodore, I would have killed everyone and then myself. So I'm glad that Theodore is okay and won't be making any deals or anything like that. I'm going to wrap up real quick today because we do have another stream to get going and we're currently about 20-25 minutes late, which is, normal. You will see Julie in that one again, so Julie will be back shortly.
In a different costume.
In a different costume, so we're going to go and get changed and such, and then we'll be back in just a moment. So, I've just realised I haven't set up the screen, so everyone just hold that pose for just a second. I say hold that pose, like we can just do anything really. I'm just realising that I'm about to say, hey, let's go over to this screen, and I haven't set up this screen yet, so... There we go, that's more like it. Let's just juggle that around a little bit. Can I not juggle that around? I'd like to juggle that around. Huh. My thing's being extra weird now.
Oh no.
All of the software is breaking, everyone. All of the software is breaking.
I mean, the whole reason I had to relocate is because my desktop crashed.
I mean, really, the problem is this is just a mirror.
I could see myself aging.
Or
Time is
de-aging.
passing.
Where's my moisturizer?
Okay, there we go. So I've got everything set up now. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to put 20 minutes on the clock again. Hopefully that'll be enough, but you know how these things go. We might start a little late, and we might run the next one a little bit late as well. But hey, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much, all of you. You're all fantastic, and we'll see you later on. Bye! OBS has been taking a really long time to change scenes.
Welcome to the academy.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, that was super fun. Thank you for...
Looks like we got a new friend.